Hey, Premier Planet, it's Justin Barlow coming back at you from inside the Premier Studio in Woodstock, Illinois, and I'm here to tell you all about our 174th studio taping. As always, a big thank you to everyone who came out this last Saturday night to support us, and of course, those of you who couldn't make it but were here with us in spirit, we thank you as well. We opened the evening with Premier Academy standout Sensei taking on 0-2. Now, through the course of this match, 0-2 is constantly pushing the referee's patience. He finally gets in the ref's face one too many times. The referee actually picks up 0-2, body slams him, just pretty much self-defense style reaction. This allows Sensei to roll 0-2 up with a schoolboy and pick up a big victory at PPW 174. Following that, we had another 0 in action, this time a debut from Mount Midoriyama, Japan. It was 0-4, and he was tasked with taking on former two-time PPW World Heavyweight Champion, the hunk with the tree trunks, Chase Gosling, who's been steadily climbing that ladder back up to the top of PPW. And 0-4, pretty impressive display for being a debut, especially against the much bigger and, again, two-time former PPW champion, Chase Gosling. But Chase pulls something brand new out of his arsenal. He gets up on the top rope and just soars through the air and delivers a big frog splash right across the chest of 0-4. 1, 2, 3. Chase Gosling steps over another rung on his ladder back up to the top of PPW. Following that match, our big-time #1 contenders match, it's really rare that you see someone with as little experience as Anakin does climb so quickly and get into a position where he could really be running the show here in PPW, #1 contendership on the line, but in his way, former champion El Mero Mero Inestra. And as you can see from the footage here, Anakin has Inestra. They're running the ropes back and forth, Irish whip style situation. Inestra, in what can only be described as a handstand springboard leaping backward cutter, catches Anakin completely off guard, knocks him silly. Inestra is able to pick up the 1, 2, 3, and El Mero Mero is now your official #1 contender for the PPW World Heavyweight Championship. When we came back from intermission, it was Shredding Connor Core against Sky Blue. Now, a lot of times when there's a stalemate in a battle, someone's going to have to change strategies, and that's exactly what Sky did at the top of this match. Instead of going right into the wrestling, instead of trying to wear Connor's body down right away, Sky tries to wear on his mind. She initiates a rather playful game of catch me if you can. Connor just starts fuming when he can't actually catch Sky, but he does finally catch her. The two start to wrestle, and let me tell you, Connor Core just kind of like 0-2 early in the evening, testing the referee's patience to its breaking point. Sky leaps over the top rope, tries to do a sunset flip on Connor, but he's got the top rope. The referee, though, he's not going to allow this. He actually kicks Connor's arms. This gives Sky the leverage she needs to finish the sunset flip and roll Connor up for the 1, 2, 3, and Sky Blue walks away with a victory. But in shades of the early goings of the match, Connor chases Sky back to the locker room, again unable to catch her, and he comes back out, insists on taking the microphone, and challenges Sky to a rematch this coming Saturday night. And after that, PPW World Heavyweight Championship on the line, two overflowing, overbubbling, just cauldrons of hatred in Matt Vine and Ronnie Metro, and we're going to let the footage speak for itself on this one.
Here's your winner, and still Premier Pro Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion.
So after what was more of just an all-out brawl than a wrestling match, Matt Vine is able to pick up a victory and retain his world championship despite Ronnie Metro's leg being on the bottom rope. But as we've heard so many times, it's not what you know, it's what you can prove. And the referee did not see it. Therefore, your winner by way of pinfall, and again, still, your Premier Pro Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion is Matt Vine. Now, things have changed a little bit here in PPW in terms of the landscape of the world title. Matt Vine now has a new #1 contender to deal with in El Mero Mero y Nestra. You're going to want to come down to the Premier Studio this coming Saturday night for our 175th studio taping when Matt Vine puts his PPW championship on the line against Inestra, who is now more determined than ever to prove all the critics wrong and to prove the, as he likes to call it, racists wrong, and regain that world title from Matt Vine. That's this Saturday night, PPW 175. We'll see you folks out here in Woodstock. Again, my name is Justin Barlow. Don't forget, if you haven't done so already, you can find us all over the internet. Give us a like on Facebook. Follow our YouTube channel. Follow us on Twitter and Snapchat. Both of those are at Premier Planet. You can find us on Instagram. And don't forget to bookmark our official website at PremierProWrestling.com. We thank you, Premier Planet, for your continued support. And we'll see you folks out here this Saturday night for PPW 175.